I am in the Symonds Street Cemetery, in the Anglican part, which has a special grave. Got Hobson's grave, which his funeral was in 1842. I'm pretty sure I've done a video of this once before, but I can't remember. Earliest morning. Symonds Street is one of the oldest cemeteries, and you've got the Grafton Bridge there. Got some of the top people who died in the city. You've got Sydney Stephen, acting Chief Justice, New Zealand, died in 1858. A firm and independent judge and kind friend to the poor, whom he was always ready to advise and assist in their troubles. There is a group that is in Symonds Street Cemetery that, well, not in, because that would mean they're interned. The Friends of Symonds Street or something like that. And that sticky sand is in my boots. And that's William Hobson, right there. New Zealand history. Captain William Hobson RN, New Zealand first governor, 1840 to 1842. I think he was present during the signing of the Waitangi Treaty, which has issues in itself, of course. William Hobson, who was responsible for the meetings of the Maori chiefs, which resulted in the signing of the Waitangi Treaty on the 6th of February 1840, ceding sovereignty to the British Crown. Obviously that's that down there. That's sacred to the memory of William Hobson, Captain in the Royal Navy, first Governor of New Zealand, who died at Auckland 10th, 1842, aged 49 years. I have to say, the group that does this cemetery have done an excellent job in sorting out the paths. And close by is another memorial to those who were removed in the building of the roads. There's too many names to read out. This consecrated ground marks the final resting place of many brave soldiers and sailors who gave their lives to our nation. Might live, life that our nation might live. And many people, worthy upheld the standards of civic duty and ideals of Christian faith, and their memory be ever honoured and cherished by us the living. Our Lord said, one soweth and another repeateth. So yeah, interesting. The memorial was consecrated on the 14th day of September 1969. So a lot of people were uninterred, and this is like progress in the city, which is understandable. Yeah, bright sun. Got big Bingham. So just like a few cemeteries in Auckland, well, one I know of in Auckland, in Manukau, and we've got another one in Wellington. So it's probably a very common theme in many cemeteries around the world. I know in Australia, you've got the original burial ground in Sydney, that is now the central train station. Used to be a cemetery there. Victoria Markets in Melbourne was a cemetery, although apparently there's bodies still under there. So it's more like a park these days than an actual cemetery. Got headstones along here. Lucky this one has a plaque down here by the officers of the Majesty's ship Esk to the memory of William Edward Mitchell, Lieutenant Royal Navy, died in 1864 by wounds received in action. I can't quite read that one. I'm sure there's been many unusual ones. This one is, which I found earlier in the week, of Edward Costley, who died in 1883. Sorry about the sun. He was involved in quite a bit. I won't record much more of this cemetery because it'd take all day. Interesting how they built in the headstones. A lot of these graves were from the 1800s. It's still a wild and woolly cemetery in many places. I probably should stick to the paths, but going off-road shows some of the conditions. Got a headstone there actually. I'm making sure that I'm not stepping on anything that I shouldn't be stepping on. As I said, they got some nice paths, but a lot of cemeteries in disrepair. Like Anna Maria and Bill Elliott. And that one. But still, these guys should be congratulated for doing what they have done. Wild and woolly down there. I have been looking for one certain memorial that I haven't quite found yet. There's a Jewish part of the cemetery and a Catholic part that I have been in, but probably a lot of work these guys need to do, but I'm sure they have a list. I'm looking for the New Zealand Wars Memorial. It's meant to be apparently down here somewhere. And this is one of the markers you go by. I'm on the Llewellyn path, I think it is. And the Grafton Bridge. in the last 7 years I've been coming to New Zealand. Probably a lot longer than that. This was a hard cemetery to get around, and it slowly improved. Nice green space. I'll stop this when I get to the marker. I've got the Hobson Walk, which is Hobson Grove, Symonds Street exit B, which is blue, and, well, I was on Hobson Walk already, sorry, and Bishop Llewellyn's Path to Grafton Bridge, 20 minutes. I think that's pretty cool.